Nursery, I'm here to read you another story today, and this one is, we've definitely not read this one before, and it's called Gus Goes to School, and it's by Kate Petty. And then it says illustrated by Maribel Suarez, and illustrated, remember we've talked about that before, it means that this lady, Maribel Suarez, has drawn all of the pictures that you see here on the front and all the way through the book. So she is the illustrator. And this story is called Gus Goes to School. It's a whole week until Gus starts big school, where his sisters go each day. Flora and Dora have no idea what he can possibly do now they aren't at home. Have a nice lazy day, they say. Don't get too lonely with no one to play with. As soon as Gus and Mum get home from dropping off the girls, Gus rushes into the living room with no time to waste. See you later, Mum, he calls. Gus puts on his head teacher's gown and hat. Come along, children, who's here? He checks in Mabel the cat and Alf the dog. The car is very attentive, and so is the cushion. And Ted is probably his star pupil. They're doing good sitting, aren't they? What will they learn today? It's warm and sunny and the doors are open. Gus leads his class outside. They are going to learn about clouds. Lions and giants are the best ones. Clouds that look like lots of little fish mean good weather. Then Gus lets his class blow bubbles into the air. So much science to learn. Time flies and soon Flora and Dora are home from school. Flora trips over the car and Dora sits on the cushion to watch TV. What did you do today, Gus? They ask. Oh, nothing really, says Gus. But we know better, don't we? The next day, Gus rushes into the living room again. See you later, Mummy calls. He puts on his gown and hat. There are lots of books to look at through today. Gus reads a story. Cushion is a good listener, and soon Ted will be able to read by himself. Gus gives him a gold star. But the car doesn't pay much attention, and neither does Alf. Don't die of boredom, Gus, shout Flora and Dora as they leave for school with Dad on Wednesday morning. Gus rushes into the garden, putting on his gown and hat. No time to waste. Boredom indeed. Cooking today, mud pies. All Gus's pupils love this activity. It's just Alf who acts a bit crazy and he encourages the car. Oh dear, naughty class. It's hard work being a head teacher. Gus has a break for a drink and a biscuit that isn't made of mud. Not too lonely, are you, Gus? Asks Mum. What have you done today? Oh, nothing really, says Gus. But we know better, don't we? Oh, I almost forgot to show you the pictures. It's Thursday, and what a day. All Gus's pupils are sick. Mabel, Alf, Car, Cushion and Ted are very poorly. They must have eaten too many mud pies yesterday. Gus has to wipe up the sick as well, being the head teacher. It's Friday. Gus has decided to give his class a holiday. They've learnt so much this week, and he and Mum have some important shopping to do. The next Monday is Gus's first full day at big school. He makes lots of new friends. They have assembly, they have lessons and lunch, playtime and a story. When Gus gets home, Flora and Dora want to know all about his day. After telling the girls about his busy time at school, Gus wonders what his pupils have been doing all day without him. Nothing really, he thought, but we know better, don't we? And that is the end of our story. So that was a nice story. It was about Gus and how he's not at school yet, so he stays at home and he teaches his toys and he teaches them lots of different things. So maybe that's something that you could do, because I know we're not at school now and that's a bit tricky, but you could maybe be a teacher to your toys and maybe teach them a few things that you've learned or things that you like to do. And then maybe you could send me some pictures. Okay, Nursery, I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you're able to stay outside in the sunshine and play in your gardens. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, Nursery.